This is a video about a story. It's more than just 350 kilometers of bikepacking, of gravel riding. It is a search for that feeling of freedom. It's a search for another adventure. 350k in 2 days with my gravel bike that I built myself, a bunch of bike bags. I crashed, I had a lot of rain, it was super cold, but it was awesome. Here's the story. Oh, no, come on. It's just pouring out right now. I don't think that's gonna seal. What's up, guys? What's up, cycling fanatics? So, like I said, the last year has been pretty crazy. I mean, hey! Yuck! Yeah! I used to travel all over the world, being able to ride my bike wherever I want, anytime I want, and do all these crazy adventures on different locations. But the last year was nothing like it. Nothing like it. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys have experienced a similar feeling, like you're sort of trapped within your own house, or within your own country, or within your own town, or whatever, due to all the restrictions that there are right now due to the pandemic. And I had the same thing. I just wanted to get out. I haven't been flying a lot for the last year, so I didn't go on all these trips, and I just had the feeling I really needed to go on this trip. So I thought, I'm gonna do this gravel trip between Christmas and New Year's. 2 days, I'm gonna spend the night with one of my friends who is in the east of the country. I'm gonna take my bike, put a bunch of bags on it, and just go there, going on another adventure. And that's what I did. So let me just tell the story. Okay, so the story starts one day after Christmas. I had all my bags packed, and I decided to leave super early. I made this route zigzagging across the country to pass Dan, a teammate, first. We would ride together, do a really cool route, and then end up at Melle's house. This was the plan. Dan would ride back with the bike. I would spend the night and then do another cool route the next day with Melle, and then ride back myself.
Good morning. I woke up before my alarm, which is always nice, and my gravel bike is ready with bags. Everything is ready to go for a two-day gravel trip. Today I've got 175 kilometers on the program, and then I'm gonna sleep at a teammate's house, and then the next day we're gonna do some more riding, and then I'll go back home. So it's gonna be 2 very big days. It's been raining all week, but the weather forecast for today is actually looking good. There's actually gonna be sun and it's dry, so that's awesome. I actually never eat breakfast, which makes it a lot easier to go out in the morning, because you can basically just get up, get dressed and go. I start a lot of training, or complete a lot of training in my fasted window, so not eating at all. So today I am going to be eating on the bike, since it's going to be a long, relatively low intensity day. So my bike is ready right here. So I've got the frame bag, so all my tools and flat kits and stuff are in here. On the other side there's food, there's my toothbrush and that stuff. This is all packed with food. And there's some clothing for tonight. And then I have 2 water bottles. And then here I have a gear bag. So I'm gonna put this camera in there. The bananas still need to go out. And that's it.
11 minutes later.
Frequent viewers of the channel will know that the closest like gravel type of ride is at least 15 kilometers away. So now I'm riding on the road, and it's actually 50 kilometers to get to my buddy who I'm gonna ride with today. So I'm gonna do a big sort of cross country all the way to the east, and along the way I'll be picking up Dan, and we're gonna do a big gravel trip together, and then I end up close to Arnhem.
Moments later.
This is the first dirt strip. And usually I ride on a road which is parallel. But the idea of today is actually to find as much dirt or gravel sections as possible. It's not about speed. I don't want to go as fast as I can or whatever. It's about fun riding the gravel bike. So I'm not even 1 hour into this ride and I'm on the bike lane that I've been on like a million times before. And there's this chicane in the bike lane. I just misjudged it, you know, with the gravel bike, with all the facts. It was heavy and I crashed. Like 1 hour in a 2-day 400-kilometer gravel trip and I just crashed. Pretty bad. F me. I already crashed. Check this out. You can actually see where I slid out. Right here. 2 tires sliding. And then boom, that's where I crashed. It's just a crap surface with tarmac and a lot of wet sand. And then the bike is really heavy too. So this is the first time I'm riding with all these packs, with the bags, and I guess I'm not really used to the excessive weight on the bike. I hit my foot, my arm, my leg, but I guess I'm okay. 1 hour. 1 hour in this 2-day 400-kilometer gravel trip and I already messed up. I think the bike's okay, it's damaged, but let's continue. The route until now, pretty bad planning. I used Komoot. Everybody's been saying use Komoot, Komoot is the bomb and blah blah blah. So yesterday I used Komoot for the first time and I used the gravel ride function, but it seemed to not really go on any of these off-road sections, so I clicked on mountain bike. I thought it would be fun. It's been sending me over nothing but horse tracks and super muddy forest trails, which are not good on the gravel bike. So this whole thing is taking me way too long. So now I'm riding on the road a little bit because I have to get done at some point today.
1 hour later.
Dit is jouw commuterbike. I made it to Daan. I changed the route. I quickly went into the app. I changed it from mountain bike to gravel bike, which makes more sense. And it took out a whole lot of little waypoints. But we're gonna see how it goes. Bike is freaking dirty. But yeah, it's a gravel bike. I've got 100 kilometers on the clock, 3 hours 40, so it's about almost 27 average. That isn't that high because all the forest and the single track stuff we did. It was actually a pretty cool little piece of single track we just went on. Dude, the weather is amazing. It's actually feeling quite warm, but it's only 3 degrees Celsius. I've got like very thin gloves, but they work really good.
Oh, de iPhone SE.
Dit is er één.
Oh, lekker.
En de tweede.
Dankjewel. Quick break. This is the second chocolate milk I had today. The first one I got from Daan at his house. Hey, Boris. Een hapje. Hey. Een hapje. Ja.
Waarom heb je hier nog geen appeltaart besteld?
Ja, lullig. We're now at Radio Kootwijk. I'm not sure actually, but this is an old radio station, I guess. We have 5 hours on the clock, 136k. Bike's still okay. Chain is a bit sandy, but I'll sort that out later. We have about 1.5 kilometers to go. Originally we would have a little bit more off-roading in the last 20k, but we came across the national park, we had to buy a ticket. We didn't really want to do that. I'm very tired. So we went around, so we had to go over like normal roads. Whee, 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 whee! Almost crashed again. And the route is gonna take us straight into Mella's backyard. And that's kind of funny. I can smell the stable. Lachen.
Blauwe huis. Blauwe ook.
Can we move the sign? Nice. Oh, we arrived at Mella's house. Check it out. This is just like a cabin in the woods. How awesome is that? We're literally on the edge of, or in the middle of the forest. Completely 100% different than wherever I live. And we're gonna get another chocolate milk. Shoko shoko. Fire is burning. Great stuff. It was a great surprise when I ended up at Mella's house. This was like the perfect addition to this trip because I was really away for these 2 days of riding. So that was amazing. Melip just made us another hot chocolate. We had a little snack, some post-ride food. Then Daan went back home. I washed off the bike to get it ready for the next day.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it?
Also, I almost forgot that I crashed that morning. It didn't really bother me during the ride, but I really started to feel my hip. And I had a pretty big bruise on the side of my leg actually, which I sort of saw the first time when I took a shower.
It's actually kind of a pretty big pizza spot I have there on my hip. It's a bit bigger than I expected. Hope it doesn't feel too bad tomorrow.
That night we played some old-fashioned card games. We talked about cycling, of course, and about the next day and all that stuff, and we went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up, the weather was absolutely crap.
The next morning.
Good morning, guys. It's 9 o'clock. No, it's 8:30. It's raining. Yesterday morning the forecast for today was pretty good. Last night the forecast for today was absolutely crap. Let's first have some coffee and then we'll see.
I actually didn't really want to get on the bike, so we kind of hang out. We had some breakfast. The fireplace was going already, and it was raining outside. So then it's a kind of a big challenge to start the ride. But we had another really big day ahead of us. So eventually we got on the bike like an hour later or so, and yeah, we just went for it again for day 2 on the gravel. So the plan of today is we're gonna do 90 kilometers of gravel here in the neighborhood. Then we're gonna come back here and I'll just change some clothing or parts, and then I'll ride all the way back home, which is another 100 kilometers. This one is empty. Here I have my spare tire and stuff, but the other side is completely empty, so that's a lot less heavy on the bike today. I'm also going to lower my tire pressure because super wet, and it's all going to be gravel. And yesterday I thought they were actually a little bit too hard, so it's going to go down a lot. Lightweight. This is what I was talking about yesterday, about riding on a gravel strip next to a bike lane. Normally I'd never do that, but this is a gravel trip. It's not about the speed, it's about riding the gravel. Going up pretty steep. I'm on the tank, steel bike. I feel like it's 100 kilos. I'm pretty tired from yesterday too.
But it's great that you can explore what you normally ride on the road. It's very, very different when you take the gravel roads.
Yeah, it's a new world. can feel the 6 hours of riding of yesterday. My leg is actually hurting because I crashed yesterday. I'm starting to feel it now. And Mel is pretty fresh, pretty fit. Where's your feet? So at that point, we've been riding for like an hour and a half or something, and it was 0 degrees. It had been raining the whole time. I mean, hands and feet are super cold. Been riding for 42 kilometers, 1 hour 34 minutes. Check the temperature, 0 degrees. Freezing level, 0. And it's raining the whole time. Probably worst condition to ride your bike. There's no wind, which is our luck, but it's getting pretty terrible. But so far the routes are amazing, so that's actually really fun.
Okay.
Die kant op?
Ja.
We stick to the plan. We continued the route. It was 90 kilometers to finish that before I would ride all the way back to my house. Uh-oh. Oliebollen. Kijk eens aan. Oeh. Oliebollenkraam. 2 hours in the ride. It's time for some oliebollen. Very famous Dutch treat during Christmas and New Year's.
1 appel en 1 oliebol voor mij.
En voor mij 2 oliebollen alsjeblieft. Oh, die koude handen. Oh, het is nu weer 1 graad. For you guys that don't know what oliebollen are. Dit is een oliebol. Oeh. Oh, warm. Lekker. It's fried dough with raisins. And it's actually pretty good riding food.
It's one of the few Dutch specialities.
We're now in the center of, what is it, Oosterbeek? Oosterbeek. Melle just told me we're riding like pretty much in the forest. He's like, if you go this way, downhill 1.5 kilometers, you're downtown Arnhem. So that's pretty crazy, right? You're so close to the city center. We had the idea of riding in the middle of nowhere the whole time. So that's pretty cool. So it's 2 days after Christmas. All the shops, restaurants, everything is closed down in the Netherlands now due to Corona. We're very happy that this oliebollenkraam is open.
No coffee.
No.
They don't do coffee here.
Field over there is where they dropped the skydivers in the war. Like hundreds or thousands together.
September 44.
September 44. Melle knows a lot about the war talk. Pretty awesome. And a lot of that event actually played around in this area. So anyway, my GoPro is dead. I'll probably see you back at Melle's place. Dat is best vet.
Ja, cool hè?
Die koeien zijn wel cool, hè? Die staan gewoon heel rustig. Alsof je er niet bent. Honey, we're home!
We're back at Mella's house. I still have 100 kilometers to go back home. Over 100, and it's with a lot of gravel strips as well. I took off my bags, so I'm gonna put the bags back on the bike. Then keep on going because it's almost 2 o'clock and I still have a few hours to go, so I'll definitely be home in the dark. Bedankt.
Ciao ciao jongen.
Succes. Zie je later.
Another 4 hours to go. Doei!
Oké, ciao ciao.
Thanks. Hippies!
5 minutes later.
I kind of not think about my tire pressure when I left Mella's house. Now that I have all the bags on the bike, and it's a couple kilos extra, it's enough for the rear tire to feel super soggy. So going through the corners, it was actually really crap, so I had to pump it up a little bit.
20 minutes later.
Hey. Crap. I have a puncture. That's tire sealant. Oh no, come on. It's just pouring out right now. Look at this. I don't think that's gonna seal. So I have a tubeless tire repair kit. I've never used this before. I think I know how it works. I've seen somebody do this once. I've never done this before. Ha! Niet te kort, niet te lang. Zo, die is hard. Got it fixed. It's my first tubeless plug repair in the field ever, and it works. I actually got on this really crappy horse track. Not good, but I have to continue. It's kind of a long way, but that's what we're here for the gravel. I'm now entering an area that's called the Utrechtse Heuvelrug. There will be quite some elevation, and this bike is so heavy. I'm going up a little bit right now, like pushing 270 watts now. Feels like 350, so. There's a nice tarmac bike lane right there, but I'm choosing the gravel because this is a gravel trip. Using the B road, not the easy option, but the fun option. So this is day 2. Awesome gravel trip, but day 2 has been long, wet, super cold. I have a really sore hip from the crash. And it's getting dark. And I had this route planned to go through all these nice gravel roads, but it just turns into shit. A little bit like the beginning of day 1, where all the roads were just like forest mud, super wet. I just couldn't get through. Terrible.
Sure.
Like, I had a pretty good rain jacket, so my upper body was okay, but my legs and my shoes were completely soaked. I just had like a puddle of water in my shoe. That's how bad it was. And it was just very dark. I could hardly see where I was going. So at that point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, whenever I get out of this crap, because I had to continue, I couldn't go back. It would have been even longer. I'm just gonna take the fastest road home. Die ook erop? Zo? Nog één?
Ja.
Nog één pakken. So I'm gonna straight line it back home. I was almost home. I had nothing left. I am like 5 kilometers from my house and I'm bonking so hard. I've got nothing. Nothing. And maybe it's a mental thing. I've been having a headwind for all day and I'm just really tired. I'm so ready to just get a warm shower, get some food, and to hug my girlfriend and sit on the couch together. Oh, I'm just barely moving right now. I'm doing 18 kilometers an hour. My socks soaking wet. Put on dry socks at the Mallet's house. These are warm pads, which saved me for about an hour or 2. It was actually pretty nice. But my shoes, they're almost dripping, but the bike performed pretty well. Shower time. Die? Ja. Wow, die is vet groot.
Tiki.
By the time I got home, dude, I was so happy to be home actually. Because it's just been a really tiring 2 days, but also so much fun. And I was super happy that I did this trip. It really gave me an energy boost and some motivation to keep on going. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm already planning another adventure for this coming year, and I'm wondering what you guys are gonna do. Let me know if you have any plans, any adventures, any challenges or any goals for 2021. Leave it down in the comments, and I'm gonna see you in another video. See ya!
Ja.
Kan je dat ook zeggen?
Ja.
See ya! Wil je nu nog even een rondje fietsen?
Ja.
Oké, kom. 3, 2, 1, go!
Papi, hier.
Ja, ik kom eraan! Nog een keer? Kom maar. Day 2 has been nothing but rain.
Ja. Niet.
Wat?
Pizza. Fiets pakken.
Fiets pakken?
Ja.
Ga maar pieken. Ga maar pakken, dan gaan we even fietsen.
Tiki. Tiki.